Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Chainlink. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So we are looking at Chainlink on the daily chart. As you can see, we have a pretty large Fibonacci retracement set up from the bottom in June 2023 all the way up to the all-time high in May 2021. And as you can see, we perfectly ran into the golden ratio, which is the 0.618, right over there at $21.60. From there, we made an ABC wave down to the 0.382 at $12.50. And we were expecting this to play out, almost the way it played out. To be honest with you, not to blow my own trumpet too much, but we were expecting an ABC here, ABC correction, with the bottom being somewhere close to the lower part of the yellow block, or the 0.382 here, which ended up playing out precisely like that, which is great. So if you manage to pick up some Chainlink tokens at roughly $12.50, that was really good. We had quite a bit of a rally here of approximately 61%, and now we're sitting at a retracement, at a smaller retracement at that. So this buying area is still intact, anywhere between $16.50 to $13.20. This is a really good area to pick up some tokens and maybe dollar cost average, depending on your strategy, of course, depending on your average price. If you bought in way down here at $5, personally, I would not be buying in at 15, but again, it depends on your plan. If your plan is to hold Chainlink for the next 10 years, let's say, then of course you want to be adding at whatever prices you can add the tokens at. But the lower the prices, the better the entry, and that goes for anyone with, no matter your strategy, no matter your plan. So even if you're going for a super long-term strategy, then buying at lower prices is going to be very, very important. And for those of you who are looking to take profit by the end of this bull market, then of course you want to bring down that average buying price as much as possible. So you can set up some buy limit orders at $13.20. That's going to be a really good entry point. And then you have the $12.52, which is your 0.382 fib. So the daily chart is looking all right. If we zoom out, you can see that we had this massive sideways channel for 500 plus days, and now we're kind of going sideways here for a bit until we have the next leg up, which hopefully is going to take us to roughly $100 by the end of the bull market. That's what we're waiting for. Chainlink, and it's quite a doable target in my opinion. Chainlink has grown quite a lot since the last peak in 2021. So I think $100 is a fair estimate, although it does not mean that you should be holding your tokens until you get to that price. You want to be taking profits on your way up. For example, $30, you take some profits there, some profits at 40, some profits at 50, some profits at 55, 60, whatever it may be. That's the smart way to go about things. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, let's see what's going on here. So we're getting rejected from the overbought area there, and we're on our way back down. So if we manage to drop down below the index of 30 and we get oversold like we did back in April, as you can see, the RSI points that out quite clearly. If we're able to do that, then feel free to dollar cost average into the project, not financial advice. So let's take a look at the weekly chart now. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. So we're on the weekly, and you can see Chainlink is in this massive symmetrical triangle. And at some point, we are going to have a breakout or a breakdown from this pattern. So it all depends on what the market does. It all depends on the news that we have regarding Chainlink. For example, if there is some bullish news coming out, bullish partnership announcements, then of course we could have a massive breakout from this pattern, potentially taking us all the way back up to $21. And then we are looking at $32 here with the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement. We have pretty much the exact same fib that we had on the daily chart. The only thing that we added, as you can see, is this block in the middle. So this blue block is showing us a massive support area for Chainlink. So we held it all the way back here in January 2021, in August 2021, in February/March 2022, and then subsequently we did drop below, of course. But after this long consolidation, we had a massive move to the upside, multiple back tests of that blue block once again. So if we come back down into that area, that is not the end of the world. That is still good in terms of our overall structure. So you're printing a higher low, which is important, and we need to print a higher high next time around. So $32 is going to be a perfect target for us. You can also take a look at this ascending support trend line here. As you can see, we bounced off of it twice already in 2023. We could have another bounce off of it if we see some sort of a capitulation later this summer, maybe a black swan event, whatever may happen, we don't know. But just keep in mind this light blue trend line is going to be a pretty good support. And then after that, we do have the 200 EMA, which is the purple trend line here on the weekly. And then the 55 EMA is going to be your sort of plan B. So we did bounce off the 55 here at the end of April, and then we had a bounce to the upside above the 20. Ideally, we want to be holding the 20, but also we want the EMAs to come closer together because we don't want to have a massive gap in between them. So even if we consolidate above the 55 for just a bit, that's not going to be the end of the world once again. So if you know where Chainlink is going, if you're bullish on the project, then set up your buy limit orders and don't worry about the dollar value too much right now. Worry about getting your tokens and getting a good average buying price. And then once we have the next leg up, once we're sitting at $50, $60, $70 and you have your targets set up, then you can start taking profits at those levels. And it's all going to be nice, it's all going to be smooth as long as you stick to your strategy and you have a strategy. Then it's all going to play out nice, guys. Obviously, no one can sell the top perfectly, so please understand that, and no one can buy the bottom perfectly. So as long as you understand that and you have this positive and healthy mindset going into the bull market, you should do very well. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what are your targets for Chainlink this bull market. Stay safe and goodbye.